So here I am. Delicious. I'm enjoying the fine fruits of the orchard again. These are fantastic. Picked right off the trees. The best, the very, very best. Anyway, when I came back up to the Okanagan this year, I was actually planning on just basically doing an oil change and a tune-up and everything, all the little necessary things on the motorhome, and then just head out and go traveling and camping and stuff like that. But then, basically, it was brought to my attention that I would have to change my leaf springs in my motorhome because the motorhome is sagging quite a bit and the leaf springs are weak. So over the last couple of months I've been putting money aside, trying to save up to get some leaf springs and get that done. But as time has been moving on and I've been working on the orchard a bit, and that the time of year has changed, so we're not going to be able to do the leaf springs this year because winter's just around the corner. We're in the first week of September, and I have to actually start thinking about winterizing my motorhome before it sneaks up on me, kind of thing. So I decided to put off the leaf spring thing because I'm just going to have to save up money. I'll do it through the winter and do the leaf springs in next year in late spring or something like that, or early summer. And instead I've taken the funds and I've decided to start working on a project to winterize the cabin with the motorhome with the diesel heater and everything like that. So we're putting off the leaf springs till next year, and that'll be a bigger project, more expensive one, and I'll have to do better planning for that. And right now we're going to work on the diesel heater and prepping the motorhome for winter use. So what I've done is I've gone out and I've got myself a really nice lithium battery, because we want to run the diesel heater off a good lithium battery. It gives us more like 200 amp hours running time, which will be a hell of a lot better, and it can run a lot longer without the battery dying and everything like that. So we're working on that project, and like I say, I've got the lithium battery I picked up, and I've got some solar panels and stuff, which won't be any good in the wintertime, of course, but we'll get them ready for next summer and stuff like that, or spring, summer and all that, when it's really sunny again. But yeah, we're going to put the lithium battery together, connect it up to the diesel heater, and I also have to get a lithium battery charger, because you need a special one for the lithium batteries, and also a converter to. We might want to convert DC to AC kind of thing for the battery, but we'll think about that one. But anyway, yeah, got the battery, got some solar panels, but got to get this charger as well, and then just start prepping for the winter. Put in my panels that I want to block off the front end of the vehicle, and box myself in the living quarters, so we can just keep that part warm and we don't have to worry about the front of the vehicle or the kitchen end of the vehicle, and we just concentrate on heating up the basically the bedroom box, so it's nice and toasty in there, and I can survive a lot colder winters like up here when it gets below -5 and 10 and 15 and 20 kind of thing, and I should be able to survive. So why don't we just wander over and take a look at this battery I got and see what you think. Okay, here we are back at the house again. And here's the lithium battery here. That's it right there. Look at the size of that sucker there. Compared to a regular battery over there, it's at least twice the size. But the funny thing is these batteries don't weigh that much. This weighs probably, about the same as that one, maybe even a little less than that one. They don't weigh what they look like in size. Yeah, they're not bad at all. So anyway, this battery here is going to go up across there against the wall there. We have to secure it down in that position there, and then hook it all up. But I'm going to have to get a lithium battery charger. It's a special charger. You can't use the same charger that you use on the smaller regular type batteries. You have to get a special charger. So I'm going to have to get that and hook that up. And that'll be, of course, be used when I'm not using solar panels. And all through the winter, I'm going to have to use the charger as opposed to the solar panels because you need a lot of sunlight, obviously. And what I've done is might not quite look like it, but I've cleaned and vacuumed this whole place out a couple of days ago, and I washed all that down and cleaned everything up with the diesel heater and bagged that up to keep the dust from getting into it and plugging it up and stuff like that. You gotta, take care of your units and stuff like that, so they last a lot longer. So that's the battery there, and yeah, once we get that hooked up, and it'll be a lot less expensive doing this and getting ready for the winterizing than it would be for doing the leaf springs. So it's kind of a trade-off in that, and just the timing and that, the time of year. I got to get, we're like I say, the first week of September, so I got to make sure that by the end of October, sometime in November, this thing's ready to, all winterized and ready to deal with the cold weather and stuff like that. So that's what we're working on, and got to get that done. So what I'm going to do, I've mentioned this before in another video, is I'm going to get some plywood and some foam insulation, and I'm going to seal off this whole wall here from the driver's seats and the passenger seat there, seal that section right off completely, and that way it'll more box this in. I'll probably put some foam panels up and down the windows and that on that side, and possibly all along this one too, and that'll help insulate everything there. And and then on top of that, I'm going to figure out some kind of wall over here to block all this off. Either just put really good thick blankets, like furniture blankets, furniture moving blankets. They're good and thick and well insulated. Or I might just do another plywood wall or something like that with the styrofoam kind of insulation. But that's kind of what we're looking at, and that has to be done. I'm probably going to get some extra carpet and throw down on the floor to help insulate the floor more and keep the cold out. And I might even work on the ceiling, where I might put some styrofoam panels up here and cover all that up to keep the heat from leaving the motorhome and keep the cold out. But yeah, so that's the basic plan there. We need to I need to get on top of that and make sure it's all done, so I'm all prepped for the winter. And then, like I say, do the leaf springs and any other of those projects, do that next year kind of thing. But that's the plan here. I've got the lithium battery. I need to order a charger for it, and I do have the solar panels, but that'll be also next year as well, because we just hook up the battery, the charger, and get that all ready. Make sure the whole system's functional, everything's connected and hooked up, and then like I say, just section everything off in here and block this whole area off in here into just sort of a one box kind of thing where the bed is, and we can all sleep in the warmth and that. It won't matter what temperature it is up in the front end and that. Once we have that blocked off, it won't matter at all. And the same with the kitchen area and that. It's not going to make any difference back there how cold it is. I'll just, at least as long as I survive the night with the freezing cold and everything, I get up and throw a lot of clothes on, and then I can go in the kitchen and cook anything or make coffee or whatever. So yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, the leaf springs are not going to get done this year. I was kind of looking forward to it, but it's just a timing thing, like I was saying, and gotta do everything in the right time frame. So that's what we're going to work on. And right now we got the battery. We're going to secure it down in the corner there, and then hook it all up to the diesel heater. And when it needs to be, we'll have the charger to charge it up all through the winter and that. And another thing too, yeah, batteries hate cold weather. But specifically lithium batteries really, really hate the cold weather. They will not function if they get too cold and that. So that's why we have to have the battery, like the other batteries you saw before on the outside, the auxiliary batteries that I had that we pulled out and everything. They were outside because they don't like cold weather either, but they would actually function, and they functioned all last winter running the diesel heater without any problem being outside like that, and they just charged up when I ran the vehicle. But the lithium batteries really, really hate the cold, and they won't function, so I got to keep it inside and hook it up on the inside. And then and also this lithium battery also gives me 200 amp hours, so that's a lot more than the regular batteries. They give you about 100 amp hours, but you can only actually use about 50 amp hours because you can only run the battery down about halfway and then charge it up again on a regular battery because you can't drain them right down. It'll ruin your battery. Whereas the lithium, you can actually go a lot lower and use up more amp hours and still have no problem, charge it all up, and there you go again. So that's what I'm working on, and we're going to have that installed as soon as I can here. I'm going to get the charger on next payday, and just start putting everything together, hooking everything up, and then testing it all, make sure it works and runs, and then just go from there. So that's our plan. That's our plan. Right, girls? Right, girlies? Yeah. Look at you. Look at you, you monkey. You little monkey, huh? Yeah. 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 Baby's down on the floor playing with her toy there. Oh, I think she's going to jump up. She's going to try and jump up. Are you going to try and jump up? There you go. Get up. Get up. All right. All right. Okay, it's getting hot now. It's getting about lunchtime now, and the sun's out again. Slightly overcast, but the sun's coming through, and it's really quite warm and mostly humid, very humid kind of thing around here. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go make a cup of tea or something, and then figure out what we're doing for the rest of the day. Yeah, monkey. Yeah, monkey. Yeah, little monkey. Yeah, 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 yeah.